Group 1 is the first of the Group 1s we're going to cover today is over in New Zealand. It is the Mufhasa Classic. So 8 times Mufhasa won a Group 1 in New Zealand, and 2 times King Mufhasa was able to win in Australia, including a Toorak.
I'd love the explanation to that big trophy, what it actually means, that trophy. Can we find that out?
Right, okay.
It was very interesting.
Can you give me a couple of minutes?
I will.
Sure.
Let's take a look at the field. Headed by Wrc for Lance O'Sullivan and Andrew Scott, looking for his 4th Group 1. Ladies man won this last year. Also interested in Legato, very familiar for Australian viewers, trained by Ken and Bev Kelso, won an Australian Guineas. La Creek, she's been knocking on the door for another Group 1. She's won 9 of 23. And Bedtime Story down the bottom there, to be ridden by Kelly Myers as well. So it's an interesting race over the mile, and some familiar faces in that field. And
Craig Grills has already ridden a treble so far today. So he rides the top. He's in really, really good form. They're just some of the winners. Doesn't get any better than 1992, the mighty Rough Habit. Mufhasa won this race in 2011, Desert Lightning in 2023 before coming to Australia and being trained by Peter Moody and Catherine Coleman. But the mighty Rough Habit right here in Queensland. Queensland sort of claim him as their own, but he was a Kiwi.
So they're racing on a good 4 now, which looks to me like they've had an upgrade there at Trentham, which is good news. Speaking of upgrades, we have had one here at Doomben in the last hour or so. We're now racing on a good 3 surface rail in the true position here at Doomben, whereas down at Ballarat, they're down to a soft 6 today, which is annoying. Some persistent showers in the local Ballarat area.
I'm having a little each way on Opie here, number 3 in Agera there for O. Bosson to try to, just a little each way play to see if he can get Group 1 win number 100.
Well, he did retire,
yes,
and then he came back, and I feel like part of the reason for coming back was 99 just doesn't sound as good as the ton, does it?
Especially when so few jockeys have been able to get that elusive 100 Group 1 winners. You think about Huey Bowman, you think about Jimmy Cassidy, Damien Oliver, George Moore, etc. So he's just going to be in such rarefied air, isn't it? So, and I think there's also a little bit of rivalry. We know that James McDonald will go way past him, but I think Opie wouldn't mind getting to 100 before James does.
Oh, and you know what the other good thing about Opie is, well, in the last couple of years of his career prior, he was battling with his weight. All reports are that he has been doing a really good job with his weight of late, and it's in check. He feels comfortable enough to ride at light weights. And yes, a big opportunity to win Group 1 number 100 here today. We're at Trentham for the running of the Group 1 Mufhasa Classic over the mile. Let's head to the call.
To get away from the others in the market, Wrc. Well, he's looking for 3 in a row. He's been outstanding. La Creek, she's 3:10 at Legato, just another little nudge late with the blinkers on today on a better surface, and she's got the inside. So we're just about set. This is a TAB Mufhasa Classic. It is Group 1 time again. Oh, Legato threatening to rear. We're set. Just holding them for the Group 1. Ready. They're racing. In the TAB Mufhasa Classic, Bedtime Story was a bit slow to go, and La Creek will be taken back. Carfra began well, showing pace. He is back up on the outside. Provence will settle down nice and handy, 3rd, followed by Legato on the inside of Agera. Between those runners, 1 Bold Cat, a length and a half away, Bedtime Story. Favourite Wrc, he's back 3rd to last, 2nd to last, Ladies Man. And she's going to be ridden ice cold today. La Creek taken straight back to the tail end of the field. So the leader is Carfra. Carfra by 3 parts of a length on his back. 2 lengths away, 3rd is Provence on the inside. The dual Group 1 winner. The outside is Agera. 2 lengths away, Legato. She's running 5th as they sweep off the back straight, and the pace is only fair. The next on the outside, 1 Bold Cat. 2 lengths away, Bedtime Story. Wrc is 1 away from the rail and has got Ladies Man exposed down to the open, 3 wide at La Creek. She's going to be safe for 1 final run at them. She's 2 lengths away. The TAB Mufhasa Classic approach the home turn. And the leader is Capra. From on the outside, he is back. Right up behind them, Provence, followed by Aguirre. Legato needs it out. And then One Bolt Cat, Bedtime Story. Here's Whitehack brought to the outside. La Creek looking to track him at every stride. They're in the straight at the 300. Capra the leader. Here's Whitehack releasing. And La Creek coming with him. Up on the inside is Provence with a good run. La Creek up on the outside of Whitehack. And now Legato. And on the inside is Provence. Here we go. Here's a go. La Creek, Whitehack and Provence on a three-way go, and I think Provence and a photo finish, maybe Provence with another Group 1 win on the Champagne turf, but Whitehack is right in the photo, and as to La Creek, what a thriller. Next home Legato, they were followed by One Bolt Cat to Aguirre Capra, Bedtime Story. Here's back at Ladies Man, it's a three-way go.
Closest thing to a triple dead heat we've seen for a while. Look at this for a thrilling finish to a Group 1. Up on the inside, bursting clear, looks home. Look at La Creek sprouting wings down the outside. In the middle as well. Nose is up, nose is down. Gee, I'd love to have the camera right on the finish. I think where camera is past the post, that little red stick at the bottom of your screen will be the direct line.
On the inside is Provence with a good run. La Creek up on the outside of Whitehack, and now Legato, and on the inside is Provence. Here we go. Here's a go. La Creek, Whitehack and Provence on a three-way go, and I think Provence and a photo finish, maybe Provence with another Group 1 win on the Champagne turf, but Whitehack is right in the photo, and as to La Creek, what a thriller.
Well, that's a horse race. George Rook has stolen every run up the inside. Whitehack and La Creek sat back and came together, but you can see Provence smoking in behind them, and he snicked that run to the inside. Is it Provence? Is it Whitehack? Is La Creek right in the mix? We're yet to see a photo here, and riders still out on the track. We still wait. It must be extremely close. Oh, well, that's amazing. The crowd are giving these first three home a massive round of applause, and they deserve it. They've been warriors out there today. They've gone to war, and here we go.
The winner is number 8, Provence.
8. Provence wins the race.
There's nothing quite like the theatre of a horse race, and to sit next to Tony Ryder and you go through a range of emotions. Anyone that sort of knows us, we don't go early, and we probably did a little bit in the stands, and it sort of looked like we got it, then you hadn't, and what a great rendition of the race. To have those class of horses. I sort of said to Tony, to have sort of 5 Group 1 winners in there, and it was befitting of that field. It was an amazing finish, and yeah, it's nice to come out on top of those. We've had 6 seconds across the weekend, so Steve and I were getting a bit titchy with each other, and yeah, it's nice to get one in that fashion.
Well, they dragged it out, and I was getting more and more nervous. I was doubting myself more and more and more. I was doubting the horse, but to hear the number and the horse called, it was just relief. Hugging the owners, Dylan, it was just brilliant. Just got a gap, and her turn of foot was electric, and I thought I won by a bit further than the photo. But I learnt my lesson never to assume.
I'm just wrapped that we've got our first Group 1 in the Central Districts, and it has turned out like that. We've got the very best here, and gee, they've put on a show.
Numbers are now official at Trentham, and look at the roar, the cheer of everyone involved. And we thought up the inside, so for George Rook, that's a big moment. Over from Europe, calling New Zealand home for the time being for Stephen Marsh, the quality trainer. It was a close go, Em, but Provence wins.
And they're still waiting for second and third divvies. So
That could be another 10 minutes.
It might be even longer.